Okay, so this is a follow-up to another video I did that was comparing three different watches. One being the genuine Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean 45 millimeter. The other two watches are replicas. And one is an old replica, and the other was the newer gen replica. And I'm not promoting replica watches, fake watches. I'm not going to reply to messages asking where I got them. There's legal reasons, and I just want to demonstrate how scary close these have gotten. And many of the comments in my other video is that give them 2 months and the replicas will be dead. That's slightly true, but not altogether true as I expected and as other people seem to have expected as well. So what we have here is, this is the oldest replica. This is, I guess, like the Gen 1 or the cheapest one. This is the newer one that corrects a lot of the imperfections on the manufacturing, like the happy feet on the Omega symbol and some other things. And then this is the genuine that I bought at a Breitling or an Omega boutique. So first off, when I did the first video, the watch on the left had a metal strap on it as well, which did break. That was the oldest replica. It did fall apart, and so I had this old replica leather strap laying around, so I threw that on there. Don't wear it much. I actually don't wear either one of the replicas very often at all. I just love the genuine, and I just, more than anything, bought them to do a good comparison, because otherwise you never can get a good idea of what it is to have a replica or a real one, and you wouldn't know how to detect the differences. So first off, on the oldest one here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but the couple pieces of loom actually fell off, and they're floating around inside of the case. I guess they just came unglued, and they're kind of floating around inside of there. I think there's two pieces of it. Yeah, there's two different ones that have fallen off. And you know, the sapphire, or maybe it's the glass in this case, is not as clear as the other replica or the genuine. Thing is stuck underneath the hour hand. Anyway, so yes, it's the little markers that fell off. It came unglued. You can see it right there underneath the hour hand, and just kind of stuck and floats around every now and then. But as you can see, the watch is still working, still ticking along. I think that watch is 8 years old. I could be wrong. Obviously, never been serviced. I've not gotten it wet either. I wouldn't trust the seals on it. But it does still keep time accurately, which is very surprising to me. I did not expect that it would last that long. I think I did the original comparison of these three watches in 2012, I believe. So that was 6 years ago. To me, it's pretty amazing that they're all three still ticking, but they are. And they're actually close to spot on with the accuracy. I didn't get these synced up to the exact second, so you can't gauge that on whether or not one's drifting or not. My genuine, I wear it all the time, pretty much 4 out of 7 days a week, and love that watch. And it never skips a beat. I never had to set it. It's extremely accurate. I'm very, very happy with it. This genuine, or this replica here, that is, it works about the same. I mean, it's keeping time. Everything's functioning on it as is. The crown's still good. That's one thing on this one. The crown's kind of loose. When you take it out, it kind of wobbles around. So I don't trust it not to fall off, which it maybe the next time I try and set the time on, it's going to just fall apart. So this one's got some issues. This one, it's exactly how it was, works exactly how it did when I did the original video in 2012. Just very, very surprising. You can compare and you can see differences between the genuine and this replica even. One thing is very obvious is the clarity of the sapphire. And then, of course, for some reason they can't ever get the pearl up here at the top on the bezel centered. So as you can see, these two, the pearl is sitting a little bit lower. But that's just manufacturing. Nothing's wrong with it. It didn't fall apart or have any issues. Just wanted to kind of do a comparison and see how long these things last and the reliability of them. And it's very, very surprising to me they're actually still working. But they are. So I thought it'd be interesting to do a follow-up video this many years later, just to give people an idea of what we're talking about here and how frightening it is that these replicas are getting so close to the genuine watches. I mean, this one, you probably couldn't fool anybody thinking that's a real watch, a real Omega, I should say. It's a real watch, just a fake replica of an Omega. But it's pretty obvious. You could tell that all the lume's kind of yellowish. The sapphire anti-reflective coating is terrible. It is not a very good replica, but this one seems to be ticking right along. I may do another follow-up video in another 6 years, and we'll see if all three are still ticking. So anyway, I just wanted to do a comparison on that and let you guys see where we're at with it. So thank you for watching.